Okay, we're back. What are we going to do today? Well, I think today I'm going to tackle the clarifier, which here they call slide-o-tune. Isn't that cool? Slide-o-tune. So, check this out. Nuts to take off, and they go all the way down the radio just like that. You take nuts off there. This guy does not have anything here, and you would have to take a lot of this off in order to get to this guy. And you know what? I don't want to have to do all that. And I was thinking, well, what are they using here? And I looking back and I noticed that, check this out. Okay, for those of you who don't know, if you've never seen this, this is a variable capacitor. And what they used to do in these older radios, some had it, some didn't, to make your clarifier or your slide-o-tune. Who is the marketing guy that came up with slide-o-tune, or the lady or whoever? I just want to meet them and take them to coffee and pick their brain. Okay, so what they would do is, you see this little piece of coax right here? Oh, my other coax is jealous. It just goes down here and it hooks into that spot right there. Okay, and that is just on this crystal bank. And what it does is it's a variable capacitor, just varies the capacitance so the crystal can slide a little bit up and down. And that's kind of what they did. And it was kind of it was an okay way to do it. Today's world, and even back when these were made, we did it a little bit differently, but today you do it with a varactor diode and voltage. You know, that's why when you do a clarifier or a slide modification, you run, you know, say 8 volts to the top of the pot, ground on the other side, and then you run the center pin back to the varactor diode, so that as you vary the voltage, the varactor diode varies the capacitance, and that's just how that works. Anyway, okay, enough of that. So how do you get this guy out of here? And I was like looking at it going, oh my God, there's no nut. How do you get that out of there? That's going to be crazy. Until you look in the very back and you see something. Can I get close enough to show you that? Let's see here. Yeah, probably not. Well, yeah, they're like that. There. Okay, you can see that. Okay, you see that screw there and that screw there. There's this plate. And what this plate does is it hinges up on top of here so that, well, does it hinge or no, it just has another screw. I thought they kind of made a binding point, but nope, 3 screws and this guy should come out. So while we're here, let's just see if that's actually true. We don't need this little piece of cable, but let's cut it off long because maybe we want it for something else in life. Okay, so that comes out of there. Get up there, where are you? Okay, there. Get that little piece of cable off. We'll take him off later. Let's get our long screwdriver back here. Always got stuff where it's not supposed to be. Let's get in there. I'm hitting the camera at the same time, but that's okay. Makes you feel like you're on a pleasure cruise, right? And let's get a set of tweezers. I just hate dropping this stuff, and then then I drop the tweezers. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now you're getting a little view into what my life is like. Am I saying it's bad? No. There's one. Get the other one in there. Oh, also, guys and gals, if you could tell me where I could get good quality camera mounts for the bench. Like I've always said, I'm not a video guy. I'm learning a little bit, but obviously not fast enough. So I want to find a good mount that lets me adjust the camera in any angle, any different way, whatever, and that'll be good. It'd be nice to do that. So comment on that if you would, if you can tell me where to get something. So there's your variable capacitor. Okay, just 2 plates like that. That's minimum capacitance, and that's maximum capacitance right there. Fully meshed. And that just went across there to there and adjusted the crystal. So, and look, a nice little hole just right to put a 20K pot. And you know what? I'll bet the 10-turn pot will fit there. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Let's get a really nice high quality Clarostat and see if it'll fit in there. It'll be great. Because the 10-turn pot just makes it easier to adjust. And if you go into the menu, and I hope you know this by now, you can go in the menu and you can set your clarifier to swing up and down as far as you want. I mean, you can make it swing, you know, 20 kc, 30, 40, 50 each way if you wanted. But it's really ridiculous because you have a VFO mode that you can go on. Look at that. Ooh, mama. Look at that. So, I bet you we can take this plate off, use this, put the 10-turn on there, stick it back in. I bet you it's going to work great. Anyway, we'll come back to that and see what are we going to do with the channel selector. So this and this is going to be what I'm doing today. The channel selector has a big round disc, if you've ever seen the Simbas, and it's really nice. It's got a shaft extender here, and it's not much of one, but it's just enough to get in there. So if we take a regular encoder, okay, and I put in from the back, put that shaft extender on there, it's gonna have the right depth to put the original knob. The original knob. We'll kill this light. We don't have to shave this off, so it's going to be all original, look real nice. And I believe that, yep, this 10-turn pot will be able to use this, the original knob. When you have flanged knobs like that, or splined, I mean, excuse me, this is like, it's a 1/4-inch shaft or so, right? It doesn't quite fit in, but if you use a drill bit and just shave off the splines, it slides right on nice and tight. So if you ever want to put a 10-turn in and you don't know what you're going to use for a knob, just use this, and it's going to work great. Okay, so let me find that channel selector thingy, and I will be back in just a second. Okay, back with this, and I did find the channel selector. Look, yeehaw! Okay, so this was that shaft extender I was telling you about. Really is nice. The channel selector screws in here, and it's got just a round hole, and the shaft will just go right in there, like that. Real nice. Okay, so let's see how this is put together. On all, and there may be some that aren't, but on all the Simbas that I know that I've had through, it's probably not been that many, this is the way the channel selector is made. So they have this piece, and this is all supposed to be glued down in here, okay, this plastic. Then you have the actual channels. I don't know if you can see, yeah, there's the channels. So then you put those in there like that. Then your channel selector shaft extender goes there. And this cool little thing goes right up here and screws down like that. There's actually a little blade, and then there's a sticker over it. That can all be assembled and tightened down onto the shaft, and of course, you know, without it glued in, it does that. But that goes up here onto that shaft, right? Can't see that, can you? Okay, so that goes up there onto that little shaft sticking out. This sticks out to give you light real close to that channel. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use some of this. Not probably all of it, but some of it. So we don't want to see channels, right? So this one, off it goes. This one has a nice look to it up front. kind of a glossy plastic, you know, smoked look. So I'm going to use that in there. And then I'm going to use, I took the dimensions of this and I'm printing a black disc, very thin, just to go inside here. Okay, and you won't be able to see any channel information around there. It'll just be black, but you'll get this gloss from up here. And so that's going to look real nice. And then I don't know what we'll do with this here. We'll probably find a sticker. Maybe I'll let him do that, or maybe I'll 3D print a little piece in here, put some double-sided tape and stick it in there once it's all together. But you weren't crazy. Look what I did. Look at that. Wee-hee, 10-turn pot. Let's see what she looks like. There it is. 10-turn pot. Just like I said, I used that little bracket, put it in there, and look at that. Just 2 little screws and one up there, and the whole thing holds together really, really nice. So, there we go. So, yeah, it's going to be really nice. Alrighty, guys and gals, I'm out of here. I'm going to get the rest of this together, and let's take a look at what it's looking like. I'm still thinking about exactly how to do this. That's why I'm not worrying about it right now. I'm getting the easy stuff done first. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell people about ddsvfo.com and go order yours today.